Minister, this strategy is the result of a consultation process which brought together all the stakeholders, from the government to the regulators to the providers. What impact will this approach have on its success or failure?
Well, as I said throughout the conference while we were launching this document, I said that this is a document from the industry to the industry. And this is very much an important thing because at the end of the day, the people who live, who work in this industry, they know what is that the industry needs for the years to come, especially with all the changes that are taking place not only just locally, but even at European level. So of course, this document will pave the way for the next months, such that the industry will continue to empower itself in order to make sure that it retains its competitive edge, and therefore it can also attract new and additional investment to the Maltese Islands.
I think that is indeed one of the points. Pierre Massa, the consultant, was talking about 177 action points, many of which can actually be done within the first 18 months. However, you're a numbers man. What do you forecast for the future if this strategy is successful? We're not going to go into what if it doesn't work.
We have to make sure that it is successful for the simple reason that the financial industry is very much important for the Maltese Islands. It generates a lot of value added, it provides good quality jobs, and the initiatives that we have launched today, they are very much important because the industry needs to continue to adjourn itself. It needs to continue to remain abreast of all the other financial jurisdictions in the European Union. So what we have launched today, it must be implemented if we want to continue to reap the success out of this industry.
You mentioned the high value added nature of financial services, and perhaps I could ask you to put financial services in the context of the general sustainability plans for the island. We hear so much about all the population growth and the traffic congestion and so on. Is this a sustainable part of Malta's future?
Yes, for the simple reason that if we're talking about sustainability, we're talking about making more with the existing amount of resources, if not even less. And the financial industry perhaps is a champion in this. We have an industry which employs people with high skills, and of course when we have industries like this, they can generate a lot of value added with low inputs that of course add less burden to the economy in general. And therefore this is the way forward if we want to have an economy which continues to grow with less resources.
One of the points that Pierre Massa made was the fact that some of them will need government intervention in terms of changes to taxation, regulation, etc., and also some of them will need capital. So what is the role of the government going to be going forward? You've been very careful to say this is industry to industry. However, at some point we do need government determination. And what are the sticking points also in terms of timeliness?
Well, of course, government will be there to sustain the industry, to empower the industry, to provide the necessary financial resources in order to make sure such that when the private sector cannot make it on its own, government is there to intervene. But otherwise, it has to be the private industry itself that spearheads the implementation of these initiatives for the simple reason that they have the best knowledge in order to make it happen. Government will continue to remain there as it was there in the past months to sustain the industry, and I'm quite sure that together we can make out of this a success.
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you.